But I know in doing that, I need to add in cardio because and my body's just so regulated to lifting that
Yeah.
I'm not going to lose much weight just by continuing to lift. Like I
Hmm.
have to add it different. So
Hmm.
cardio be that little extra push
Hmm.
that I um
What kind of cardio? What kind of cardio are you trying to just walking, basic walking, or?
yeah, walking or jump roping.
Mm.
I on days I'm in the gym, I think I want to incorporate like sled drives.
Oh wow.
Um,
Yeah.
because that's also, I mean, you add some weight on there, you're also building muscle as you're doing some cardio.
Yeah.
So,
Hmm. Hmm.
and that's actually one of my favorite forms of cardio, I would say, is the sled drives because they're just, I don't know, I like pushing things around.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sister growing up, okay, so I around.
Want to push him around. That's
um,
dope.
but yeah, so gym, cardio. What else? What else? Tracking, tracking
Calories
my
and your macros. Yeah. Hmm.
and calories too,
Hmm.
which I've been doing this past week, and I've actually been doing really good. I think I only went over one day by like 20 something calories. So I was
Okay.
like, hey, like that wasn't bad. Like I went over 20 calories, um, but yeah. So I'm that. Those are like my three main goals right now.
Let's go. Yo, that's so freaking dope. Like, these are all goals I would expect the CPT to say. I'm just trying to say, like, I'm trying to continuously reference back the fact that you're implementing. You're not just talk. You're not just talking the talk. You're walking the walk. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Like, these are all the goals I would expect. Like, it's like, and not only expect, but you're putting emphasis on things that really matter. We know about a calorie deficit. We know that in order to lose fat, you need to know how much calories in, calories out. You need to know what's going on. You need to know what your body's doing. We know about the importance of
Right.
cardio. You mentioned how that is important, even though you do lift. Like, and so you're mentioning things too that are also. It's funny how you're gonna just be doing this. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, like essentially, you're just gonna be doing this. Essentially, like that's actually funny. Now that I think about it, like you're really just gonna be when you become more virtual. That's
Hmm.
the thing too. Do you want to? Because Giselle's doing that, right? Like she's in the process now where she's like, she's already has the experience, or she already had the experience of um training in person. She's now wanting to go virtual. How do you feel about that? Do you think you're gonna off the bat try to tackle both at the same time? Are you just gonna try to do in person? What do you think you'll be the most more virtual than in person? How do you feel?
Um, so virtual in a way, I would say, because I don't know if I want to do online coaching where I'm like
Zoom
have
calls.
right. So where I have like in-person training sessions and I have online training
Mhm.
sessions. Um, maybe towards the future once I have like a couple years of
Mm.
one-on-one or even group like in-person training sessions under my belt,
Okay.
then maybe possibly doing that because then it would allow me like a more free lifestyle, right? Where I can be on the go and still be training somebody, but still being enjoying my life. So
Mm. Mm.
I think that's a great reason to want to be an online coach is because you
Mhm.
could live from anywhere. So
Exactly. Hmm.
so I think like after a couple years of in-person training, I think that's where I want to head towards. But um definitely programming. I want to come up with programs and sell programs because
Mm.
I feel like I have enough knowledge to put together a good program that'll help people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so that's kind of my goals right now too. Is like, I mean, it's not like a short term goal, but it's definitely a goal of mine is to gain experience in the gym, but also create programs that I can sell online that I'll be able to help other people outside of my area as well as inside my area. So
That's super dope. I never even looked at programs like that. You help people outside your area by virtually selling programs. You can sell them in person too, I'm sure, but yeah, virtually get your PDF if you download, you pay and download, like that becomes a whole nationwide thing. And so you're in essence training other people too, even if it's not this online, Zoom training. You're still training with a program.
Right. Because my intent, like my plan is to within the program, like it'll have the workouts listed, but you can click on the workout if you don't know what it is. And then it'll give you like a description of what it is plus a video to tell you how to do the move. So
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
like I don't have to be training somebody virtually. They can just figure it all out within this program because I've given them all of the material and supplies that they to
Mm-hmm.
do all the workouts.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so you already got stuff planned out. Like you thinking this stuff through. You already thinking this stuff through. Like you're already thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
That's dope. That's super dope. Like to again, you're one step ahead, and that's dope to know because I think it's gonna go fast. I do. I think once people see you and once you get like you said, foot in a certain gym, I think it's gonna go fast. I think it's gonna be like, who's she? Who's that? Who's this? And eventually you get to talking. You are a people person. You are. You are. And from there, you'll just naturally gravitate toward people like I do. I know. I know you will. So I can't wait. This is super dope. Any other goals?
To cut off the imposter syndrome.
I was just yeah. Yeah. We may need to go back to talking about that in the group, like, because it's always it's always a different struggle. It's always a different battle every when you're at certain aspects of your life, whether things are increasing or declining. You know, I actually tend to struggle with it more when things are getting better. Isn't that
Mm-hmm.
funny? Isn't that funny? Right? Like, yeah. Like,
Me too. As soon as things start going good, as soon as I'm like, oh, I got this, and then it's like, bam. But do you?
do you?
Like, can you stop? Like I was on a
I was
roll.
already.
Like got my CPT. Like I just passed my exam. I got my certificate. I'm getting all these grades. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, it's everything's going good. It's
Going
like
good.
you don't know what you're doing. Like
You know what you're doing.
what?
Do you really think you got your CPT? You really think you sure that wasn't a glitch?
Right.
You sure it wasn't a glitch in the system? It's like, come on, like, but you're so right. Like that when everything is going right, that's when you can struggle with it the most. When everything's going good, when you get your first client, you really gonna feel it. Oh, you're gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna want to run into a hole and just like you're gonna be wanting to give the money back. Like for real. Like I can't wait. I truly honestly cannot wait. And when you get that first client, tell me. I wanna know. I wanna
I
know,
know.
E. All right.
Oh, guys, help me! I got my client now. Just
Like she says she gonna type help me, right? It's like this is a good thing. It sounds like you cry for help. Like, help me, I got my first client. And then it's funny because when something bad goes wrong, right? Or someone you lose a client or something like that, then your body's like, yeah, see, I told you. You're more comfortable with that because it's like you're constantly predicting you're gonna fail. It's like, see, I told
yeah,
you. I told you it wasn't gonna do good. I told you. And then you don't really struggle with imposter syndrome there
yeah,
because you kind of thought, that's kind of what you were hoping. It's so weird how that happens, but you almost hope to fail.
yeah.
And you
Well, this week, I'm actually glad that so my last day at my previous cleaning job was last Friday.
okay.
And I didn't realize that the kids were on fall break this week. Um, but it's actually been a good thing for me because of all the mental space I'm in right now. It's allowed me the time to process the feelings that I'm feeling
Yeah.
and the thoughts that I'm having so I can get through it so that way when they get back into school next week I can just go be on a roll on looking for interviews and job postings and stuff like that, and be able to not allow those thoughts to interfere with
So,
me getting um because I think that's the biggest thing that I've been able to overcome this past week is understanding I am going to fail and I'm
Mm.
okay with it. I am going to be let down. I am going to get told no, probably way more than I'll be told yes. And that's okay. Like, I don't mind. Tell me no. That's fine.
Mm.
Like, I bet you if you tell me no, though, I'm going to say something that's going to stick in your head and you're going to be back. And then, and that's just the mentality I'm trying to keep is like, it's okay to be told no, but at the same time, at least I made that connection with somebody that who knows, they'll probably be back in a couple weeks because they remember me. They remember something I said. They remember it's something that stuck out to them that they're like, you know what, maybe I should go and do some training sessions. And then they'll come back. So at this time, this week while my kids are on break, I'm definitely tuning into my thoughts more, um, just processing what I can. I'm reading a bunch of books. Like I have
Mm.
this one in my car that I take and read.
Wow.
Um,
You a reader?
um, Sometimes. I mean,
Okay,
well, I I am because of poetry, but
okay, yeah.
because I got into being a CPT, like everything I've been listening to, everything I've been reading, has
Yeah.
literally if you want to be a great CPT, read because the more knowledge you have, the better you'll be.
Facts.
And like one of the books I got.
Makes sense. Wow. Wow.
So like it literally all it does is tell you the anatomy of all of your hips, joints, muscles,
Mm.
bones, and how it
Yeah.
connects. So I'm like,
Mm.
like as silly as it is, like that's actually really good information for me to know. Like
Yeah.
even though it's just pictures and like names of muscles and bones, like there's little descriptions in there that tells you
Yeah.
how it relates. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, that's essential information that I
Yeah,
got.
absolutely. Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
So it's
dope.
given me a lot of time to read,
Mm.
to process, to find myself in all of the chaos that's going on in my head and like really tune into who I am and not who the imposter is. So it's been helpful. It's been helpful having this week off.
So, you are so inspiring. Like you are so inspiring. Like for real. Like this call. That's why I love these type of calls. That's why I love these check-ins because they really help me just as much as they help y'all. Like for real. I'm for real because essentially you're going through the same stuff that I'm going through. It's so funny because now you're entering that trying to get a client, right? Trying to get a member, trying to get like you're there now. You're there with the nose. You're there with the you're like you got it. Now you're on the court. Now you're on the
Yeah.
court. Now you on the court. Like seriously, you playing now. Like that's what I'm saying. A lot of people will sit, watch, and they'll be on the bench watching for the rest of their lives. You got off the bench.
Yeah.
You on the court. You playing. Like you're going through the clientele and all these different things now. You are literally starting your entrepreneurship journey, your ventures.
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially you're already been building a brand, but essentially you're gonna be monetizing that brand. You're the walking product and service.
Yeah.
It's dope, man. Nah, look, I heard that imposter syndrome. Yeah, yeah. Look, no, look, say it with a little bass. Nah, we just got
Yeah.
super high. Yeah. Right, yeah.
Oh, we got this.
Yo, you boys got super high. She said, yeah. Yo. But that's what I'm saying. You're there. You're there and you're playing. And that's why I'm proud of you. You did not sit over here keep saying, "Oh, one day I'm gonna be a CPT." Like you didn't keep one day I bought the book tray, but I just need to open it. Like you didn't like there's many people that do that.
Yeah.
And I'm big on always talking about death. I really am. Like it's a morbid way, twisted way. I'm always talking about it. I got certain people around me that don't like me saying that, but I'm always like, man, we're gonna die. That's typically what I always say. I'm like, man, you don't know when that is. So it's like if you got these passions, if you got these desires, if you want to be a CPT, if you want to try to get your first client, if you want to try to join the gym, if you want to try to go to the gym for the first time in your life, like do it, because you may not ever get that moment again.
Yeah. Well, and here's a way I like to think about it, that it's it's still as dark, but not as dark. So in tarot cards,
Yeah.
well, the death card in tarot cards, it doesn't signify death
Hmm.
itself or
Yeah.
anything like that. It actually signifies an end to something and a beginning to the next.
Mm.
The way I like to think about it is like, if we ever want to be successful in life, and this is how I've actually been able to push myself, because I have to remind myself of this. If like I ever want to be successful, I need to kill that past me. She's useless to me right now. She's sad, she's depressed, she's overthinking, I don't need that. Kill her off, let her go, put an end to that one, and we're on to the next version of ourselves where we need to be better. We're thinking more widely, we're thinking more smartly, we're open to more information, more knowledge and learning, and becoming the better version of ourselves. And
Mm.
we can't do it unless we let go of the past version of ourselves that hold us back. And like, I mean, that's currently what I'm doing, right? Like
Mm.
I'm like currently fighting and battling with this old version of me that was so doubtful, so worried, so like scared of not being able to actually get to where I have actually got to. Like
Got
I
to.
was never gonna achieve anything. So now that I'm here, this
Mm.
old me is like, hold on, this wasn't supposed to happen. Like what is going
Mm.
scary. Like, no, 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 no. I don't want to hear none of that. Like, I don't want none of that. You go over there because I'm moving on up. So that's how I like to think about it, is in these situations where you have an opportunity to change your life, pull that death card out.
Mm.
It's
Mm.
and begin this next journey.
Man, like we could end the call right here. You know, like that old you, killing that old you, death being not necessarily a bad thing, but a good
Mm.
thing.
An end to it for a new beginning,
In for a new beginning,
basically.
and for a new beginning. Come on, like, and you're right. You got to kill your old self. Like, I heard someone say, like, they literally oftentimes see people walking around and they look at them, right? And they're like, man, they see somebody sitting on the bench, or they look and they're in traffic and they look over and they see somebody in the car. And some of these people have basic 9 to 5s, or just they're doing the typical thing: 9 to 5, eat, sleep, get married, die. Get a
Mhm.
dog, White House with a picket fence, everything you're supposed to do, right? Have all that by the age of 30, and like this is the normal typical sense. And I've heard people say that they've seen people like that, and they look at them, and let's say this person that's looking around, they're in their passion, they're fulfilled, they're living their life. It may not be a 9 to 5; it's probably something entrepreneurial, something else that's different, or it may be a 9 to 5. Maybe that's what they wanted to do, but they're in their passion. Is what I'm trying to emphasize, and they're doing what they love and what they've always wanted to do. And then they look over and see this other person who may be miserable. They're just not getting off a job they hate. They're going home to a family that they're not happy with because they're not operating in their passions. You know what I'm saying? So they feel like they've just been forced in this life of misery, the basic life of, eat, sleep, drink, get up, die, and get like this cycle. And it's just a continuous cycle. And they just look miserable. And then they say they oftentimes look over at people like that, or they see people around like looking like that. And they're like, man, what if this person could have been, if they had took that leap, they probably could have been the next, I don't know, Beyonce, or next Jay-Z, like a rapper or a singer. That's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Or like a Picasso, like or a famous poet. Or they could have been. That's why I have so many groups, because I'm literally like, all these passions I'm gonna, like, in a sense, bring into fruition. And I'm just gonna
Mhm.
showcase. It's because it's like some people literally never take that leap, and they just end up submitting to life, allowing life to push them by until they die.
Yeah.
And so, again, when I look at you, I don't see that. I see someone who's fighting, someone who's like, no, like you said, I'm gonna die to my old self. You gotta get out of you. I'm gonna kill you because I'll kill you before I let you kill me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's some people, a lot of people are living. What was the quote? A lot of people are living, but they're not alive, or something like that. They're living, but they're not alive, or that
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? They're living, but they're not alive, something
right.
like that. But essentially, that's what a lot of people are doing, and you're not. And what you just said is the very essence of that.
Yeah.
Man, you better get out of here, E. Like what you saying is just hyping me up. But um, okay. Next question before I close it out. What would you like the group to help keep you accountable for? So the fitness group, what would you want them to stay on you this month with?
Mm, I think just being open to be there when I need like advice or help or guidance um in my journey of becoming a CPT, like um it's really helpful when like I'm especially when I go and get my first client. Like I'm not going to know what to do. So just if you guys are just there to like what you've been doing this whole time like on this call like reminding me like you're you are a CPT, like you are like this job, like this is you. Like okay, just remind me that just
Yeah.
help help me stay at oh, excuse me, help me stay out of my head so I can
Hmm.
be there and be the CPT that I know I can be.
Exactly.
So just having you guys there, like when I need advice or help or just a little reminder of who I am, like that's helpful. Like you guys have always done that and like throughout this whole journey, that's what's kept me going. Like this group is what's helped me get to where I am today.
Wow.
You like you always say, going back to our first call, I'm not that person anymore.
No.
And that's
No.
that's a lot like this group and you guys always being there and you guys always reminding me of who I am and what I'm capable of. So just keep doing that. And that's all I ask is that, you know, you guys continue to be the group that you have always been for me and you the mentor. So
Hey, nah, don't even do that. Don't even do that. Look, you be trying to make people cry, man. It's not gonna happen. Look, we both poets here. We both write poetry, so I know you got away with words, but every now and then I gotta like catch myself. Man. I was about to let him run. I was like, hold on, like I was like, damn, I forgot where I'm at. We live on TikTok. I was like, oh snap, like I was like,
like, oh,
hold on,
flashing at me. We're recording. Oh yeah.
right, like I was like, dang, hold on, you guys got me. But no, I appreciate that. Your words, what you're saying, E, always go back to our first DM. Like it always plays in my head when I first messaged you and you said something right before you joined. You said something along the lines of, "Man, to be a part of an amazing." You mean to tell me I could be a part of an amazing group or something like you said something like that. And you were like, "And it's only 15. Sign me up." I remember you said something like that. Like I was like when I got that when I got that DM, I was like I think I said to everybody. I was like, "Did you see what she just said?" And that was just us talking in the DMs.
Hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it really,
I need your help because you sold this group to me like it was a piece of cake. Like this, you made it sound like this group had been going for years and years, and this is just some big fitness group that. And I was like, well, what? Like, no way, I could be part of that. Sign me up. And then to realize like it was just getting started. But like, look at all the look at all of what it's done though for me, for
Mhm,
Shirley, for
mhm,
everyone else in the group, Larissa. I
mhm.
mean, it's helped all of us in so many ways. So I'm gonna need your help because I need to sell myself how you sold this group to me.
Hey, I'm here. You know I'm here. You know I'm here. Like, oh man, we could do a Zoom call one day where I just talk you through what I've done. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's do it. Let's do it. Eh, even better, what I'll probably do is I'm not sure if you're in the public group, the entrepreneurship public group on Facebook.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you
But
should
I
get up in there. You should get up in there because what I'll try to do is, the last week of every month. Again, the public group is the free group, but everyone gets to join on the last week. I can try to get you and Giselle to come in there, and we
okay.
all, since we're all kind of like trying to build clientele, we can come in there and maybe we can just have a call on what we're doing to do that.
Okay.
And that
Yeah.
way you can sit in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can, and that becomes a whole thing, and it becomes content that I can post to help other people as well.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we should do that. I think we should do that. Just at least to sit and talk about the aspects of, and even art. Like I'll try to invite art. Who else is in the group? Who's Jamil? I'll try to invite Jamil. Like, try to get all those people in there as well, who in a sense can try to, come. And I'll even reach out to the public group because again, it's the public as well that could come in there on that time and talk about what they do to build their clientele as well. Yeah.
I'm down. I
Okay.
would definitely sit in that.
Bet, because I even know I know a few people who are personal trainers and they're making over six figures now with their business. And they're doing it all online.
Dang.
Yeah. Like they're doing you got some people who are literally living in certain places and they're doing everything online.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? And I know that may be a freedom that at some point you or Giselle or other people may want. I mean, I want to be constricted to the people in a certain state, but it's like I now want to take it all, online. And I bet you those clientels that meet in person eventually, maybe once you train them a few times in person, they'll then want to hop online with you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a dope thing. It's a dope thing. Personal training can be very lucrative, but I think it's like you said, having a game plan. You know what I'm saying? Because I have seen a lot of people get a lot of clients, but they're so burnt out because they can't train. It's like I can't train all of them at once. So they have to kind of like try to create ways that they can maybe I guess like group classes or whatnot, but it becomes so many days to where they get burnt out and they need a team.
Right.
Yep. So it depends on how big you're gonna grow.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be. That's why I'm gonna need help.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I know it's gonna be huge. And I just can't wait to see that potential. But I'm so proud of you. So proud of you. So the group just keeping you accountable on pushing forward and remembering who you are as a CPT. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. Let's do it. All right. What can I do for you as the leader? I think you kind of mentioned it already, but just asking that question again, what can I personally do for you?
I don't think I've ever changed my um just keep being you.
I feel it. I feel it. I appreciate that. You always it has not changed. It really has not. Like I'm like, let's say something. Nah, but but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll make sure I keep doing that. Keep delivering. Keep bringing that support and that love. All right. When it comes to your mental health, on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you say you are today, right now, mentally, and why?
um I would say I'm about an 8.
Okay.
And only because I would say a 10, but I'd say an 8 only because I am currently struggling with like those imposter syndrome thoughts lately. So I am still working through that. So I don't want to say I'm at a 10 when there's still things I'm working on. But yeah, definitely an 8 because I am happy. I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with how far I've come. I'm grateful for everything that I've achieved to this point.
Mm,
Um so I'm just no matter what bad is going on in my life or, the challenges that I'm facing, like I'm still grateful. I'm still happy to be where I am and like there's nothing that's going to bring me down especially after achieving my CPT. Like
mm,
that's the one that's honestly Trey, like that is my only achievement in life like on paper. Um
wow.
like I didn't graduate high school like a normal kid. Like I dropped out of high school and finished getting my diploma at a charter school when I was 20, 21.
Mhm.
So like I wasn't a normal high school kid. So
Right.
that was me.
Mhm.
I dropped out of cosmetology school. So, I never finished that. I dropped out of city college. So I never finished that. Like getting my CPT was the one achievement that I have made in my life that I will forever be grateful and proud of myself for, because I did it beyond like anyone telling me that I wasn't capable of doing it, or that, I was overthinking it, or that I was, that I just had a lot of people on my back telling me that they didn't really believe that this is what I wanted, or that this is what was for me. And this is exactly what I want. And I, I've actually been able to prove that. So I'm just grateful. I'm happy. I'm appreciative, and I'm working on getting those negative thoughts out so I can keep moving
Mm,
forward.
mm, mm. Man, I tell you, man, that's why I love doing this stuff, because it's so refreshing. Like, it's so freaking refreshing listening to other people's like life experiences and stories. Like, everything you just said is like, it refreshes me like to the nth degree. Um, People doubted you. People didn't think you were serious. People probably didn't think you were ambitious. They probably asked, "Do you have any ambitions? Is there anything you want to do with your life?" You probably have heard those type of things. And so, like you said, this being the first thing that you've gotten on paper, you said
Mm-hmm.
on paper.
Because, like, my kids are an achievement. Like, becoming a
Or
mother that
mhm.
on paper, there's nothing that I've actually achieved on paper beyond this. Like, this is the one thing that I have achieved, and this is which it makes me even happier, because this is the one thing that I've been the most passionate about achieving. So it just makes it all that much better.
That's dope. That's it's truly amazing to hear this being the case. Now I see even more why it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and when you show this, is like, that's why she goes so hard.
Yeah.
That's why you hold this banner over your head like CPT. Like, now I see this is more to you than just, because like you said, people do the normal high school or the, you know what I'm saying? But again, there's been countless amazing people who didn't make it through high school. And I'm talking
Yeah.
like super, you know, successful people now who are out there just crushing it, who did not graduate or who did not do the college degree, who did not, and again, society holding all that crap to, they put all that crap on a freaking pedestal. Like that's what you got to do, or your life means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like you don't get a diploma or you don't get a degree, you are worthless. You will die and go to hell. It's like, dude, shut up. It's like shut up. Like, it's like I just want, you just oh my goodness. But don't even get me started with that. But
Right.
like, going back to what you said, it's not too late. And how old are you?
I'm 30 years old. So exactly. Never too
It's
late.
never
It's
too, you're a freaking baby. 30, you're 30. Like, like you're probably gonna live until you're 80. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, not knowing the future, but again, at the same time, most people are not dying until they're around 80 or so. Most people
Mhm.
are. And most people are living longer now because of the medicine and all the things that we got going on now that our great grandparents didn't have. So,
Mhm.
so
And with
30.
the magic of resistance training and strength training, you
Mhm.
can live past 100 if you want to.
Come
No.
on, come on. But that's what I'm saying. You're also aiding your body, which most people don't do. Most people are unhealthy and they're living to 80.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got unhealthy people that are living super long and they're doing drugs and all these other things that they're doing. So then you're actually helping your body, aiding your body, and on top of that, we have all the other stuff. 9 out of 10, most likely you will probably live a long, long time, like at least up into your 80s or so, and you're just about a third there.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Have the longer you live.
exactly, exactly. So, at the end of the day, yeah, it's this pecking order that society has put on us. Forget that pecking order. Forget everybody. Don't care about what people think, and focus on your own journey, your own goal. You know what I'm saying? And allow that to then put you in positions to be able to serve other people. Yeah. You you're killing it. You're killing it. I love it, E. I love it. Man. This right, I'm telling you, like, I know we did a check-in last month, right?
Yes.
We did. We finally did do it, but man, this felt like It felt like we ain't done that. It was so refreshing. It felt like we ain't done one in about a year. It's like
Well, before the last one, it had been. I mean, geez, like
true.
almost.
That's true. That's true. It was about a good half a year. I was like, what the like where she go? But no, I respect it. I love what you're doing. I love what you've done. Um, I love the legacy you're building because you're ultimately leaving a legacy. You know what I'm saying? When you're going, your content is people are going to look at, people are going to see all these other things. People are going to see that you're going to leave behind, and it's going to speak volumes on who you were and what did you do.
Yeah.
And this will be one of them. So I think that considering what you're doing and remembering what you're doing, just remember that you're leaving things behind that your children and your children's children will probably see, and so give it your all. Give it your
Yeah.
all because you only got one shot. This is a one shot thing. And so do it while you can.
Oh, before we end though, I do want to tell you about a story
Yeah.
that happened yesterday.
Mm.
So my son was asking me, he was like, "Mommy, did you ever want to become famous?" And I was like, "No. Like just, it's not for me. Like I don't want to be famous. It comes with a lot of haters. It comes with a lot of
Mm.
enemies. It comes with a lot of people trying to be up in your face and know your business." It's like, "Nah." But his dream is to become a famous YouTuber, or
Mm.
but also he has a great voice, so he has potential to become like a great singer in the future if he
Really?
ever goes that way. He's got an amazing voice. Like this boy got lungs. Um,
Oh.
so I was like, he was like, "But does that mean you would um be mad at me if I was famous?" And I said, "No." I was like, "No, I would be okay if you wanted to be famous." I said, "Well, what do you think I work out for?" And he was like, "What?" I said, "Well, yeah, if someone's going to be famous in this family, someone's got to protect them, right? So I got
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
your
yeah.
body." So it was just really cute that he was like, "Well, I want to be famous." And I was like, "Well, you can be famous, but that's why I didn't become famous because someone had to be the muscle." So that was cute. And then
Get him.
he also wants to be a firefighter. So that's one thing that I'm trying to teach him too, is like in order to be a firefighter, you got to make sure you're fit. You got to make sure you
Mm.
like keep your body strong. So he's been really into wanting to work out with me more lately, and talking about how he had dreams of working out with me the other night. And so it's really cute. Like everything is just it's falling into place, and like everything's aligning the way that it needs to. My kids are, aligning with, they know that what mommy wants to be and
Mhm.
what my goals and dreams are, and they're all for it, and I love just seeing them root me on too.
That's just so you're and again, you were already pointing out gifts and talents that he had. You just said that boy got lungs. Like for you to say that, that shows me that you're a mom who's paying attention to her children's talents.
Oh yeah,
That's huge. Do you know how much confidence that's going to instill in them?
I hope so. I mean, I mainly do it because no one paid attention to me as a kid. Like I wasn't paid attention, especially because I was the only girl too. Like
Mhm.
the boys took all they were with their rowdiness, like took all the attention away from me and what I could do. And I never thought anything of myself either because of everything I had been through.
Yeah.
And I don't want my kids to fall victim to that. I don't want them to fall victim to parents who aren't paying attention or are, telling them to stop when they're trying to show us their talents. I won't do that. Like, "Oh, you want to show me something cool? Let me see. I want to see what you can do."
Mhm.
Because this is something that you can put towards something that you
On
want to,
YouTube or
yeah, on YouTube, or you want to make a video and do it on TikTok, like, or you want, or is it just something that you like to do for fun, like behind the screen? Like, okay, let me know. Oh, there's Mr. Lungs right
yeah.
there.
I love, I
Remote.
love it.
One, because I kind of threw it. Two, because it's not light up.
Okay. I'll help you in a second. Let me finish my video
I'll
real
just
quick.
do the
I
that's
Yeah, you want to say hi?
I love. Hey, I heard you could sing. As you can sing. We gotta hear you sing. We have to hear you sing one day.
Oh no.
One day, please.
Okay, the next
Okay,
time.
okay, next time. I would love to, because that's dope.
Come to my room and then get me, okay?
Okay.
Next time. Next time.
Next
Almost.
time. All right.
I still need to
Practice.
practice my stage first.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Cool. Next time. That is dope. That's super dope. Bye.
Yeah. Yes. But that's one thing we have to learn to get over.
That's yeah, stage fright. And you know, that all happens, but I'm telling you, man, I would not be surprised if I see this man 30 years from now being one of the big, like, you got, this is how it starts. It's like mom recognizes. That's what happened with Justin Bieber. I was thinking about him the other day. He posted a YouTube video of him singing, playing a guitar. It went viral. Look at this dude now. Like, all it takes is one.
Yeah.
All it takes is one video. Yeah, one video, and you become a CPT that's blown up. All it takes is one, and then you become this huge, like, that's all it takes. So just keep posting, keep putting yourself out there, keep showing up, keep, putting your stuff out there, keep putting your passions out there. Speak on things you love, speak on things you know. And I'm telling you, all it takes is one. All it takes is one. Our grandparents didn't have this.
Right.
So it's a good time to be alive, because now everything is free. You can post for free.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I love it, man. Like I said, man, you like, I ain't about to cry, but I get overwhelmed talking to you, seriously, because and I forgot how good it feels talking to you. That because we always vibe with the level of passions and desires and going after those things. We do nothing but pour into each other.
Right.
Nothing but.
Oh.
But say it again.
I said always.
Always. That'll never change. In my group, out of my group, it doesn't matter. That never changes. Never changes. But I want to thank you so much for, taking out the time. I know, again, you have to take out time out of your day, being a mom and things of that nature, to come in here and talk to me and let me know how things are going. So thank you for doing that. Thank you for making the time and giving me content that I can then provide to other people, hopefully to help them out too.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So I'm not even going to let you shout out your social medias and stuff, because I know people at this point, I'm pretty sure people get the gist to go down there and follow her. But I want to thank you so much. I should have all this posted up soon, not too long from now. I'll be tagging you and everything. But before we go, is there anything else you want to say before we clock off?
Just thank you. Thank you for always being there for me. Thank you for, doing this and just having this one-on-one time where we get to connect and actually and pour into each other and inspire each other, because that's what it is. You inspire me to be a better me every time we have these meetings. Every time I get on a meeting with you in the group, it's always pushing me to be a better version of myself. It's always pushing me to be more productive and stop dragging my feet and actually like take charge and know what I'm capable of. And you guys have shown me that. So I thank you for that. But also, one thing you said earlier that I really, really hope people understand is it is never too late. Because yes, even though I'm 30 and I'm still technically young in my eyes, there's a 22, 23, 24-year-old out there that's thinking that they're too old to do what they wanted to do. And I'll tell you what, I had those thoughts last year. Like, what am I doing trying to become a CPT? All the CPTs that are big and famous and successful, they all started when they were 18, 19, 20, and I'm here starting at 30. Like, I doubted myself too. But don't do that, because I just did it. I just passed my exam and I'm on to bigger, better things because I got past those thoughts. So don't ever think that it's too late. It's never too late.
Man, look, look, I can't even say nothing behind that, right? Oh my goodness, absolutely incredible. Nah, I can't even say anything else. I don't know whether I want to yell or cry. So I ain't gonna say anything, because you hype me up, but then you also make me just go, oh my goodness. So y'all
Hype
heard
you up, down at the same time.
hype me up, bring me down to Saints. Right? Oh, like that's how I feel. And so I thank you. Thank you. That guys, y'all heard it. It's never too late. You're never too late. Just because your 16-year-old cousin is a personal trainer and got clients and you're sitting here 30 does not mean you can't get a piece of the pie. There's enough pie out here for everybody.
For everyone.
Everybody can get a slice. We talking about the whole world. Like I said, all it takes is one post. So keep going, keep posting, keep talking to people. You never know who you may come in contact with. And that one connection can change your life forever.
Yep.
Gee, thank you. I know you got your kids. You know that I know your son just said come get them, so I ain't gonna keep you waiting. But thank you again. Next 30 days, I'll be checking in on you again. We'll be doing it again. But until then, love you. Got nothing but love for you, and we gonna holler.
Always love.
Always love. Always love. And you already know. Hit me up if you need anything.
You too.
Absolutely.
Always, you mentor, but I'm here for you too.
Absolutely. And I know it. I already know it. I mean, again, I was dealing with a few things. I know I told you in the DM that kind of, made me miss that the 30th is when we normally have the check-in, but some things going on with a few friends I have and things of that nature that I was trying to help them with. But I'll tell you more about that. But yeah, just definitely still a matter in which it's all love. It's all love. So catch you in 30 days. Let's do it.
All right.
All right,
See
E.
you.
Thank you. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Peace.